8th of August 2022. This isn't financial advice. This is an online journal for me to help improve my trading. I was doing a market review video, but I've sort of stopped that. I've just been on holidays for a week in the US, so a bit foggy. So I'm just going to make this a video on a more specific subject, which is some of Mark Minervini's recent trades. And I've just got this on a few videos that he's done, and also a note they put on Twitter. So the first one is LNTH. I didn't take any of these trades, including this one. He bought it 15th, I think it was this day. This day here, they would have bought it just as, I guess, as a breaking out of this pivot area right here. I don't know the exact price, sorry, but what we can see here is he's bought a stock, stage 2 uptrend, buyable gap up to the BGU, but waited for this is putting it simplistic, I think, but waited for a pullback, in this case to a rising 50-day moving average. A guy called Richard Mullen did a review of some of his trades from last year, 2021, and in every case the 50-day moving average was rising, and every case he bought it some form of pullback. So yeah, bought it there. Not sure what they've done with that. So first observation is that's very similar to what I'm looking to try and achieve. Admittedly, I'm not buying a breakout. I'm buying sort of during the pullback. The other thing is, and this has happened with all the stocks which I'm going to go through, is that these stocks weren't in particularly good, strong sectors. So does that make a complete joke of everything I've been sort of talking about previously, just looking for stocks that are in a strong sector in a good market, whereas he very clearly hasn't, is not worrying about the sector so much, so just looking at the individual stock. Moving along, on a similar note, WWE, World Wrestling. Not sure when he bought it, but I'm guessing it's going to be around here somewhere. Again, 50-day moving average is rising again. Not very strong sector, at least according to sort of Market Smith. Same with this next one, JAKK. Guessing bought it around here somewhere. The volume dry up, probably coming out of this sort of pivot area here. Not sure whether they held it into earnings. No doubt would have sold some into strength. 50-day moving average would have been rising, and again, not a very strong sector. And last example is IMXI. Once again, not a very strong sector at all, but see the commonality that stock's been trending up, the 50-day moving average has been rising. Guessing bought it around here somewhere. So yeah, let's just sort of conclude this. Buying stocks, 50-day moving average is rising. Seems to disregard whether it's a strong sector or not. So I say maybe that makes a joke of what I've been sort of babbling on about in a number of previous videos. And yeah, well, that's probably the main thing. So I've been he's buying a stock that's in a pullback, but is showing signs of breaking out again, which is a bit different to what I've been doing. They'll be buying it in real time. So say if that was a day, they would have been buying it at a lower price than what it closed at. Let's just say that was a day. If I'd bought that here, there's every chance I would have got stopped out the next day, or gotten very close to it, whereas there's just less chance. So interesting. There is a possibility I might even be moving to the States. Does that mean then I could be just trading this stuff in real time, and therefore be more open to sort of trading during the day if a stock sets up properly? yeah, quite possibly. So that's something I've got to keep in mind. But for the time being, I think the more immediate thing I need to sort of be considering is, am I getting sort of too hardcore by saying, right, the stock has to be in a very strong sector before I move? Before I buy it. I'm going to leave that as a question mark. I don't know. Mark Minervini is at 50,000 times better than I am at this. So yeah, based on that, you'd have to say, well, don't worry about the sector so much. Just look at the individual stock. So, like I say, I'm going to just have to leave that as a sort of open question there. What I do look at what he's doing, it's look at all these examples. They're all sort of this is a stock that it's more than a 52-week high. Let's go back to LNTH. Same thing again. So you can see like this is buying stocks that have come out of this base here, moving along all time or recent time highs, buying as it's had a pullback, and then looking to resume that. So there's a lot of sort of. I just think that just makes a lot of common sense there that buying stock that's clearly an uptrend, it's had a pullback and is looking to sort of move along again. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave that there, but a bit of bits to learn there, and yeah, a bit of thought for me.